Well, I don't want to say imminent, but it looks like it's something that could very well happen.
Israel launched a military strike on Iran's capital, Tehran, early on Friday, claiming that it targeted Iran's nuclear and military sites. Loud explosions echoed through the Iranian capital, sending shockwaves across the region. The strike comes amid the tensions over Iran's accelerating nuclear program. Meanwhile, US Secretary of State Marco Rubio said Israel had taken unilateral action against Iran and that Israel advised the US that it believed the strikes were necessary for its self-defense. In anticipation of potential fallout, the US had already withdrawn some diplomatic staff from Baghdad and offered voluntary evacuation to military families across the Middle East. Rubio also issued a warning to Iran that it should not target US interests or personnel. The International Atomic Energy Agency's Board of Governors passed a resolution censuring Iran, the first such move in 2 decades, over its lack of cooperation with nuclear inspectors. In a response, Iran immediately announced it would establish a third uranium enrichment facility and upgrade its centrifuges. For years now, Israel has warned that it will not allow Iran to build a weapon, something Tehran denies pursuing, though Iranian officials have stated they have the capability if needed. Hours before the strike, Trump said he would love to avoid the conflict and suggested that the US would like Israel to hold off on plans to strike Iran's nuclear sites while Washington and Tehran continue their negotiations.
There's a chance of massive conflict. We have a lot of American people in this area, and I said, we got to tell them to get out because something could happen soon. And I don't want to be the one that didn't give any warning and missiles are flying into their buildings. It's possible. So I had to do it. I had the choice. Do I do it or not? Doing it has its downside, but it also has its upside, like you're going to save a lot of lives if it should happen. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Well, I'd love to avoid the conflict. Iran's going to have to negotiate a little bit tougher, meaning they're going to have to give us some things that they're not willing to give us right now. I'm the last person. I've kept us out of wars.
Mr. President, how imminent is an Israeli strike on Iran?
Well, I don't want to say imminent, but it looks like it's something that could very well happen. I want to have an agreement with Iran. We're fairly close to an agreement. We are fairly close to a pretty good agreement. It's got to be better than pretty good, though, but it's got to be, I'd much prefer an agreement. As long as I think there is an agreement, I don't want them going in because I think that would blow it. Might help it, actually, but it also could blow it. But we've had very good discussions with Iran. Whether or not we get there, I can't tell you, but it'll happen soon. I say this, Peter, very strongly. They can't have, whether it's going in or not going in, they can't have a nuclear weapon. I'd prefer the more friendly path.